Hello, my name is Cody Adams, and this is my 61 Triumph TR6, better known as the Cockfighter. It's pretty much a hand-built motorcycle. I'd like to say that everything was built in-house, but Kenneth Wright of Moto Galore did a lot of the work on the bike. Proud to say that I even made the tire on this bike. That's what we do back home, Hurst racing tires. The bike was a good deal at $2,000. That was 5 years ago, and 2 motors ago. It's on its third transmission, and it's a lot of fun. I guess one of the coolest parts about this bike is that this is the original matching number and frame to this bike. 61 was one of the few years at Triumph that had a double parallel down tube. Pre-unit construction. A lot of these parts were resourced out of garages and places far away from Portland, Oregon. I regularly drag race the bike 8th mile. It consistently runs 8.0s in the 8th mile at about 85 miles an hour. I just got back from Fresno a couple weeks ago, and I beat up on Bonnevilles and Norton Commandos, and it was a lot of fun with this little 650, what it can do. It's yeah, there's nothing on this bike that hasn't been modified. 19-inch Sirani wheel, Buchanan stainless spokes. Of course, the Hurst racing tire, 19-inch, 4-inch wide drag slick. Open primary was kind of out of necessity. It's hard to find primaries that aren't beat up on these bikes, so we just took care of that equation and took it out of there. It's got Carrillo rods inside. It's been counterbalanced to 73%. It's got Jomo billet camshafts in it, Smith push rods. It's the best of the best inside. The front end is off of a BSA triple tree, BSA front brake drum, 21-inch rim. I think the aesthetic look is a proper mid-60s Southern California drag bike. Of course, the 60s Harley Sportster tank is kind of the norm for these style of bikes. Kicks over, starts on the first kick. It got the name Cockfighter because the artwork that was done on the gas tank. This is the original Triumph Owner's Manual artwork for a 27 Triumph. That was hand painted by Joe Signs out of Portland, Oregon. It's very unique to the bike. It wouldn't let me put cock on the license plate, so Rooster was as close as I could get. Always got to have your last dollar. The Amel concentric carburetor definitely helps with the running of the bike. Drilled out the backing plate for better air circulation. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of work in this bike. This bike originally came to me with a welded-on hardtail. This was all handmade and modified to look the part. This is a 57 BSA oil tank. No battery, magneto. It's minimal. Beach seat. 1911 Harley-Davidson rear fender. 1914 rear stays. The frame has been blued with gun bluing. That's what gives it its look. And of course, you got to run an Avon Speedmaster on the front. That's the only tire. Exhaust, I had a nice pretty set of pipes purchased for the bike. We just couldn't help but put on these old beat up pipes. There's nothing like a motorcycle with some patina to it and some character. And I really do think it fits the bike. Believe it or not, there was a lot of work to get these pipes to fit this way. And people commonly ask me what it's like to ride this bike with the square tire on the back. I drag the pipes on this thing. That's how I ride this bike. And even though I'm only riding on a very small section of the tire, weighing sub 200 pounds, it's just like a Schwinn with a motor. It's my pride and joy, and out of everything in the garage, it means the most to me.
Cool. That's it, man.
Right on.